Hi everyone, and welcome to Sweet Pea Sits Inspirations. My name is Sydney, and today we are going to learn how to do the Tunisian Crochet rib stitch, which is a simple one row repeat, and we will be alternating between a simple stitch and a twisted up stitch. If you have never done Tunisian before and this is your first time seeing it, I do have a playlist where I have a lot of basic Tunisian stitches if you would like to go check that out. And I'm going to kind of give you a rundown of how to do a simple stitch and also the twisted stitch as well, which we will be alternating between the two. But you will need to chain up any multiple of 2. I've done 10 here, but you can do as many as you would like as long as it's a multiple of 2. And to start off your Tunisian project, you will start it off like any other, and you will go in through those loops and pull up some loops for how many ever stitches that you have chained up. Now this very first stitch here is always going to count as a stitch, or the very first loop is always going to count as a stitch, and then you will do a normal return pass. So again, like I just stated, this loop here that is on our hook already, that is always going to count as a stitch. So we are not going to go into this stitch here. We are going to go into the next stitch and we are going to do a simple stitch. So you will see that you have 2 loops that look like a V here. So it kind of goes this direction. We are only going to grab this very first loop that you see right here. So we're only grabbing this loop. You are not grabbing both, just that top loop. We're going to go ahead and pull our yarn through. So that is a simple stitch. Now for the next stitch, which can be kind of hard to see once you have gone through this a little bit, but like what I like to do, which we are about to do a twisted up stitch, I like to kind of pull that stitch a little bit so I can work in it a little bit easier. But I am going to twist my hook to where the taper part is facing the back, and I'm going to go ahead and grab that stitch with the taper part, and then I'm going to twist that hook as I'm grabbing that stitch. This yarn is a little splitty, so it's kind of hard to grab sometimes. But again, I'm going to twist my hook to where the tapered part is facing the back. I'm going to try to grab every single piece of my yarn, and as I'm doing that, I am twisting my hook to where it is facing back to me, and then I'm going to just go ahead and pull through that loop. So that is kind of a hack when you are working with a twisted up stitch. And then in the next stitch, we are going to go ahead and do a simple stitch. And then we are going to, in the next stitch, do a twisted up stitch. So again, I like to kind of pull that stitch a little bit so I can easily work into it. Twist my hook to where it is, the taper is facing the back. Go ahead and grab that stitch, and in the process I am twisting my hook to where it is facing back to me, and then pull a loop through that stitch. So we are just going to alternate between the two for our one row repeat, and I'm going to go ahead and finish this row up real quick. Once you have made it to the very last stitch, which is going to be that chain 1 for your return pass, you're going to go into that stitch, and you want to make sure you're grabbing that stitch fully, which is the 2 loops. And we are going to go ahead and draw a loop, and to do our return pass, we are going to chain 1, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and you are going to continue repeating that until you have only 1 loop left on your hook. And then whenever you need to bind off, you will continue working in pattern, meaning that you will also continue alternating between the simple stitch and the twisted up stitch while binding off, which is very, very similar to a slip stitch for crocheting. If you did enjoy this tutorial, please don't forget to give this video a like, share, comment, or subscribe. I do have other Tunisian crocheting tutorials along with knitting and regular crochet. I do pattern designs as well, and you can feel free to check out any of those along with all of my links that are going to be down in the description box. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I will see you guys for the next one.